mother speaks.
I am Great Mother, Holy Spirit, Yin, Divine Mother, Cosmic Womb, Deep Space, the Moon, Dark Matter, the Void, the Black Hole, Hathor, Isis, Diana, Mami Ishtar, Kali, Mammy, and Mother Mary. Hello, welcome to Great Mother Speaks. I'm Tammy Taylor, your manifestation muse, and today we're talking about our deepest and truest emotional state in a day and age when addiction, pain avoidance reigns supreme. The pain of us not marrying our intentions to our actions. Well, the Scorpio new moon ain't got time for that. The new moon is the time of emotional gestation and spiritual feeling. The lunar phase indicative of the fallow season when we need to leave the field dormant so it can regenerate through rest. It is purposeful rest. The kind of purposeful rest that comes from sincere lovemaking, as indeed for but 2 days or so, the moon, Great Mother energy, and the sun, Great Father God, closely embrace one another in the sign of Scorpio. This happens once a year, and in every new moon, Great Mother, Father God recommit their vows, so to speak. And their vows are basically threefold. Emotionally, the new moon, and deeply on a spiritual level, help us articulate our emotions in loving and sincere ways so that our unique creativity can shine through. They recommit to show us how to turn pain into gain and how to release perfectionism. The new moon, this darkness of spirit before it materializes into form in Scorpio, wants to take us deeply into our soul by scaling the depths of our fearful and painful emotions in order to reemerge with greater clarity, balance, and confirmation of what to hold on to, from the harvest and hunter moons we've had recently to fertilize the field, and what roots need to be pulled to die. This is how we are able to marry our intention with actions. Be sure to clock your moon sign with the birth chart calculator below. You may already know your Western or tropical moon sign, and I encourage you to use the Vedic calculator to find your sidereal or Jyotish moon sign. That's the Vedic. If you are highly sensitive, empathic, or intuitive, you'll find that it's about 24 degrees before your Western moon sign. And if you're going by the Vedic astrology, the new moon is in the final degrees of Libra and the first degrees of Scorpio, signified by the nakshatra Vishaka. It means manifestation, new opportunities, sexual gratification, determination. And so that's why we say new moon in the month. This is the new moon November reading as opposed to the new moon in Scorpio or Libra. This is a vibrational reading with Great Mother frequencies, and she's speaking to us all. But of course, communication is the accurate giving and receiving of information. So in order to receive accurate information from Great Mother, we have to first give it to ourselves, don't we? We have to understand where we're coming from emotionally. So I encourage you to do that. Please note these readings are also for your Rahu and K2 or North and South nodes. Hello, Aries Moon people. Great Mother is coming through, speaking to you with regard to your emotional vibratory presence in the world right now and how you're reacting to that. Got one that just jumped out for us. That must be a clarification card. We'll see. Okay, we'll just hold on to that for a minute. Great Mother saying that for Aries moon people, whether this new moon is in Libra for you as Vedic or Scorpio for Western astrology, what she's saying is that you are really
really ready to go, as Aries is, in that I am expression, that I, that ego, that yang, that great father energy, that action, the law, the logos. I'm here to, I incarnated for this specific purpose. That energy is very strong, as we see here with the Brigade card of selfhood. She's saying that you are in a place of expressing that to yourself with integrity and to others. You've actually taken your power back from a situation that was a relationship, a financial situation, a health situation that was really pinning you down, that was really making you feel constricted, limited. And right now you are very clear about what your intentions are. Surprise, surprise, that I am energy. If this is in the Scorpio new moon phase, this is in your 8th house. It has to do with releasing the past. It has to do with forgiveness, letting go. It has to do with restoration, just elimination of baggage. And so she's saying that as you are expressing this very strong yang energy of clarity of who you are, be sure that you have pulled up those roots and that purification process is really clear for you, because you're moving forward very quickly and very strongly. And so that is what it is for you. If you are Libra new moon people, well, then this has to do with your 7th house with regard to relationships and really feeling that balance. So this full moon for you really does have to do with how you are connecting to others, how you are committing or recommitting to people, projects, and just relationships in general. How you are actually feeling yourself, feeling your power in the world, and how you are expressing that power is very important for you, Vedic Aries I am people. We are looking at this selfhood with regard to what are your intentions and how are you marrying this very strong yang energy with the action. So action is yang and intention emotionally is yang, but emotion really has to do with that yang energy, doesn't it? Because that is the ego communicating to soul. It is how the ego body is feeling. It's the transmission of thoughts with feelings about the body. And so it's the body mind. The intuitive place is the spiritual mind. And so as we delve deeper with the Scorpion regeneration, elimination of baggage, we're looking at getting into that intuitive space. And so the transformational opportunity here has to do with the phase directly before the full moon. Sekhmet. The Sekhmet card is the card of rage, and it is a root chakra card. The 5th chakra card, Brigade, about the selfhood and expression, is very clear about, again, that yang emotional energy. But as we go deeper into that intuitive space for Scorpio new moon people, as well as Libra with the Vedic, this deep emotional place of revising how you have been approaching this situation or relationship in the past, these partnerships in the past. Of course, with the 7th house, we're talking about, maybe there's been some type of contract with loans or taxes or a marriage contract, or it could be any type of contract that you have with yourself, that you're reevaluating. And so that can bring up a lot of repressed anger. Over a lot of times we hold things back for a long period of time, and we really don't address it because we don't know how, or we feel that it's going to go away. And what Great Mother is saying is that the transformational opportunity for you Aries moon people is to go ahead and allow that seed to be planted in the full moon. We plant seeds in the full moon that will actually be underground. These are the tubers, these are the root plants. And so This is very deep emotional stuff because we have the root chakra as well. And so this is a lot of Saturnal energy with this transformation for you, Aries moon people. Saturn rules Aquarius and Capricorn. And so maybe there's a contract with an Aquarius or Capricorn people, or maybe as we are moving into the Aquarian age, you are feeling more a need to authentically express yourself, and your unique expression needs to come through, and you're feeling repressed or limited or constricted in some way with regard to your ability to do that. And so Great Mother is saying that recognizing this, because the light of the moon again is that yang, is that emotion. So we have a lot of light with the full moon, with Brigid, where you are right now, expressing who you are and what you want, that I am presence right there. And that is where you are emotionally. But of course, with the Scorpion new moon, and even if it's Libra, it's a balancing energy. Great Mother is coming through, and she's saying this rage is really where you are with regard to marrying that intention with your actions. That's very difficult to do oftentimes, isn't it? Many times how we think about something and how we really feel about something runs contrary to how we behave when those situations come up. And what Great Mother is saying is that some situation, some circumstance has come up that is causing you to revisit feelings of anger, feelings of frustration and angst about expressing yourself. And she's encouraging you to do that, as we can see here with the shadow crescent of this waxing gibbous moon. This is saying that this feeling of rage has been present even before you became emotionally expressive about your uniqueness, your selfhood, your eliminating the baggage, your forgiveness. Before that came up, there was this rage, and maybe it was something that was overlooked because the processing of the emotion has not fully occurred. So what Great Mother doesn't want you to overlook, as we have here with the balsamic moon, which is a mostly dark moon. So what Great Mother is coming through very powerfully with this balsamic moon card, the Every Mother processing card, rules the gut chakra. And so what is in your gut? What is that unction, that instinctual urge? What is it that your ego body, your body mind is really wanting to integrate, is really wanting clarity, balance, and confirmation about who you are, that I am? Is it something that has to do with, again, that financial security, the birth tribe, that root chakra, the rage that's coming up? Or is it something to do with how you're expressing yourself, how people are receiving that, or the results that you're getting from taking your power back? There seems to be here an indication that the emotions need to be fully processed with regard to this rage in order for you to marry the intentions that you have to uniquely and lovingly express yourself. So in order to do that, Aries moon people, you do need to be very clear, if you're Libra and Vedic, about the relationships that you're mourning, that birth family relationship, that birth father, that sibling relationship, that financial situation, maybe a health situation with the back or with the lower extremities that you're really needing to heal and really needing to address by expressing it through your throat chakra. Throat chakra also means the ears. It also means listening. We forget that with throat chakra. The fifth chakra includes our ears and our nose. If something not quite smell right, or your sense is off about something that is important to your safety and security, Great Mother wants you to revisit that so it can be fully processed and you can fully take your power back from that situation. Aries moon people. In Scorpio, for you, this new moon really does have to do with fully regenerating yourself, fully eliminating that old baggage, and fully being ready to move forward into the full moon in about 2 weeks. with regard to expressing yourself. You might not quite be there yet, but you will be if you do allow yourself to fully process yourself. As you notice here, each of these cards are based on a scene within the Wizard of Oz. There are 49 cards, and they're based on the 48 scenes. One card is the angel card. Of course, the angels are with us throughout. And what these cards do is they are the brick step-by-step process that we go through in order to retrieve our power from a situation that has tried to limit us and that has tried to restrict our expression in the world. So sometimes we have these challenges in order to live in loving detachment, in order to detach from these emotionally charged situations, don't we? And sometimes it's very useful for us to look at where we are in the stage of our journey in order for us to be productive with our emotional state and be very clear about whether it's an instinctual emotional feeling that we're having in this lunar process, or is it intuitive. The emotional state of Brigid is that full moon, and we know that because it's light. It's mostly yang, and it's that I am, all these I statements that we have throughout the zodiac. You know, I have Taurus, you know, I think Gemini, etc., etc. That's that yang sun energy. So the more sun we have in a card, the more of the I expression there is, and the more emotion we're talking about. But the more intuitive we are, and of course in this lunar phase, new moons all are very deeply intuitive periods that we really want to look at the yin expression. And so the yin expression that's coming through for you is very strong with this balsamic moon, with processing, and it's very strong with the rage moon. That is saying that that is what needs to be processed, Aries moon people. Great Mother Speaks readings are to guide and assist us in our journey of loving detachment. And if you want more information, go to the playlist that tell you who these videos are for, or to greatmotherspeaks.info. Please remember that the resources are available to you with regard to your moon sign. So these also are relevant for your North, South nodes, and Rahu Ketu in the Vedic. Thank you so much for listening, and remember, Great Mother loves you, and I do too.
Great Mother speaks.
I am Great Mother, Holy Spirit, Yin, Divine Mother, Cosmic Womb, Deep Space, the Moon, Dark Matter, the Void, the Black Hole, Hathor, Isis, Diana, Mami Ishtar, Kali, Mammy, and Mother Mary.